Pick what you want.
But what I am going to say is, ZM Wise, or Zach as I know him, has been a good friend of mine for a long time. When I first met him, when I first actually saw him, I didn't really know him or anyone in the room at the time, but when I saw him, he had this hat and these damn sunglasses that he's got on right now. And my first thought was, this is Bob Dylan wannabe. But when he read, it was phenomenal. And every time he reads, it's always a joy. So I'm gonna let him introduce himself and let him kind of take the wheel from there. Before he gets up here, I do want to say he does have a book available on Amazon. You can't say that word in this store; it's like a curse word here. But Kosmish and the horned ones, right? Okay, I keep calling it horned beasts. Same difference to me. But it's on Amazon for things like $10. But yeah, so welcome, Mr. ZM Wise.
Very much. Actually, I've got a timer here, so I'll probably
Okay.
I'll keep watching.
If you go over, I'll throw something at you.
All right, you got it. Hopefully not literally, but
No.
All right, so before I get started in my work, my name is Andy Kaufman, and this is Chapter 1 of The Great Gatsby. Oh, this is in Carnegie. Oh, okay, sorry. Whatever. So, before I read a few excerpts from my latest book, Kosmish and the Horned Ones, something I've also been working on, all of these are going to be transferred into a notebook. I wrote, in between projects or during projects, I wrote about almost 60 or so of these receipt poems. Some of them are written on loose leaf paper, but they're mostly written on the back of receipts. So I'll just read a couple of these at random.
No, because we don't use paper napkins in our house, so. Yes, this is sad.
It was warm. See how prepared I am? I'm so prepared. Always for these eventualities. Okay. Good enough to start out with. This is, like many of them, these are untitled. So, it's just untitled. The note says, on the selective physical forms of death, and this was on December 6th. So. O Grim Reaper, you who remain without vocal cords and don a thick ebon shroud, your scythe, attractive silver reflection, going with the laws of infinity, keep this worldly gear moving like clockwork for the eternal battle. O Thanatos, you who materialize in between the lines of fireside myths, indulge us with the news of unorthodox literary affairs of Thanatopsis. Spinning out of control, you attempt to weep, but the tears always hesitate. O Hades, you who were bamboozled by incestuous brother, you were rejected, named planet Pluto, sent to rule a permanently vacated underworld, the Tartarus of deeds, Greek harbinger of doom, a swan song in your forked tongue of a name. O Charon, you who surrender all will to your vessel across the Styx, ensuring safe passage for prey of the afterlife, fall back on promotion for a darker lord position. O Anubis, you who possess a bark that is deadlier than your bite, bipedal canine to lead the wanderers of this stage to a life more superior than flesh. Approach him not for guided directions, signs Thoth for secular approval. O angel of demise, Pesach hand of decrepit green, you who fear the blood of lambs over selective doorways, the gift of irony, they laugh at your euthanization process. The firstborn falls forlorn without a final ritualistic goodbye. O supernatural anesthetist, you who appear in the 6th tome of Genesis, You control the tides of life and have them bend to your will. Join in the merriment of being snuffed, falling backwards to an expansive universe. O death, you who have taken 6 out of my grasp and have left me more frozen than their bodies of Antarctic ice. I know the cycle of life must continue to sprint its natural course, and by the collective faces of death remaining the reins from transparent steeds, I feel that much more alive. I'm so happy. All right. I think I've teased you long enough. So I've printed out a few excerpts from my latest book, Kosmish and the Horned Ones. So if you're interested in mythology, allegory, fable, demonology, the blues, rock, folk music, and much, much more, all of that combined is in this book. And it's a sequence of 14 pieces, and there's a story within there. Usually I lead up with an introductory essay, but instead I start with a brief character sheet and just drive the reader crazy and try to figure out the story themselves. I think it's better that way. So this one is a piece I turned into a song. It's a blues piece, and it's called Kosmish Lady Blues. Twice seen with the art of the macabre, once in her sacred den. Twice seen with the art of the macabre, once in her sacred den. Although the heart has been robbed, the light of the self speaks through Zen. She has the hair of midnight and one, astrology in her eyes. Her mind tells the tales of lore. There is too much reality to fantasize. She has the voice of long-awaited reason, heart of white gold immaculate. Her manifestations make the planet revolve, but true love has won the gambling bet. Insignificant ram, limping with the case of the Kosmish blues. English wolfen beat him to confession, primordial news. His tears of defeat are how he paid his dues. Best give the rest to distant brother lamb. He covers his ears to evade the howling. She turns to look, but only sees an ally. Could there be a Styx River drop of a chance? The words have been hibernating. Awaken them from a slumber in vain. Confess before the Earth Child and take your stance. Those blessed Kosmish Lady Blues, those damned Kosmish Lady Blues. The condition is the Kosmish Lady Blues, lifts the spirits high. They call it the Kosmish Lady Blues, and it will lift the spirits high. After a time of feeling low, why not dip our astral bodies in the purest skies? Biology of beauty, a revered appearance like no other. To meditate with her would be a privilege, a giver, a polyglot, a dream in color, a lover. Thinking straight is no longer an option, for her centralized image is breathtaking. Photographers weep and citizens bow, the gestures of selflessness, the unthinkable in peacemaking. English wolfen imprinted on her first, leaving the disoriented ram an outcast among sheep. They bleat and scream, but they feel the urge to weep. Why think about defeat when seductive fingers lead to sleep? Counting the fence-jumping siblings, better than quenching an empty thirst. She has never parted the sea without thinking of the wildlife first. So many faces look up to her to complete the task. He has never been afraid of the truth until now. Why compare oneself to destiny? So why wear a ram's skin and wolf's mask? Those blessed Kosmish Lady Blues, those damned Kosmish Lady Blues, can we belong and exist as one?